peanut butter cookie dough ice cream, which starts off with peanut butter that we blend with sweet cream, and then cookie dough mix that we blend with sweet cream. We're gonna pour all those together into the machine. Then we're gonna pour the rest of our sweet cream mix in. Then it's time to scrape the bladder to get all the rest of the sweet cream out. Once we put that in, it's time to start the machine and then write on our papers. After we've done that, the machine should beep and we can extract the ice cream. It's made last because of allergies and how messy it is. Most employees despise. Last night, I got an order from a really sweet lady named Tony. She was calling to order a cheesecake. I eventually figured out she thought an actual cheesecake, not a cheesecake ice cream cake. But we talked it all out and I got her to get an ice cream cake. She wanted cheesecake ice cream with strawberries in it, with chocolate cake and then a mid-layer of strawberry. So I scooped out cheesecake ice cream, I added the strawberries in, and then I chopped them all up and folded them over. And then you put one half in the pan, and then a layer of cake, and then the mid layer, and then the next layer of ice cream, and the next layer of cake. Once that's frozen, we're gonna take it out of the pan. We do that by adding some hot water to it. Once it's out of the pan, we're gonna let that freeze up, and then we're gonna decorate it. She decided on white fluffy frosting, so I put that on top and smoothed it all out. Since we're putting graham cracker all the way up the side, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm gonna do a white border on the top and the bottom. Then we're gonna add some strawberries on top. And she wanted to say happy birthday to my wonderful husband, which was so sweet. One thing I've always found to be funny is that we open early. Like, does anyone else actually eat ice cream for breakfast like me? This is one of my favorites. It's sweet cream ice cream with caramel, white chocolate chips, regular chocolate chips, coconut and almonds, and lots of Oreos. Once we have all those in our ice cream, it's time to chop, fold, and then hug it into a ball and put it in our cup. The peanut waffle bowls are my absolute favorite. It looks like I am the only one that eats ice cream for breakfast. A couple days ago, I got the idea for this cake. I wanted to try something different with an ice cream cake, not just make it the typical sizes and shapes. So what I did was I made 3 different sizes and then I cut them up so that I could stack them on top of each other and make weird shapes. But then I also had to figure out what I was going to do with it. So then I planned to donate this cake to somebody whose wedding was affected by the COVID-19 crisis. I've received over 100 emails of people that would like to get this cake. The hardest part is deciding for sure. There are so many beautiful stories that I've read, but I also have to pick somebody that's able to drive an ice cream cake back to where they live. This design really proved to be tricky to frost. I know it's not the cleanest look, but it kind of works out. I've always wanted to try making some of these chocolate shaving flowers, and they turned out a lot better than I expected. This was another cake that the customer just didn't have a lot of direction that they wanted to go with. So typically when that happens, I try to talk them into something, but if I don't take the order, I can't do that. So then it ends up looking really plain and really basic. So this one is just white frosting with a white frosting border on the bottom and then some strawberries on top. And then I added green leaves to each of the strawberries. Then it was time to write happy birthday Alan in red. For those that don't know, this is an ice cream cake. But I did add some M&Ms. Mom ordered a cake for her daughter. She really didn't actually know what she wanted, which is always difficult, but they decided on chocolate ice cream with brownies and M&Ms in it. And then for their cake flavor, they chose chocolate cake. For those of you that don't know, we have yellow cake, red velvet cake, and chocolate cake. Once that was frozen, I began to decorate it. They honestly didn't really want anything on the cake. When they first ordered it, they only wanted white frost on the outside. But then when I spoke to them again, they decided to add LOL on top in multicolor. They didn't seem like the type that would respond well if I did something fun with it, but I did add some M&Ms for color. My friend Grace called because she wanted to order a cake for her husband's birthday today. He likes chocolate cake batter with a lot of cookie dough. So I made some chocolate cake batter, then we're going to add some cookie dough to it and then put some chocolate cake in there. I accidentally was making it a large, it's supposed to be a small, so I had to fix that real quick. Once I have the cake made, we're going to let it sit in the blast overnight so it can freeze. Then the next day I'm going to take it out of the pan and then begin to decorate it. She pretty much told me I could do whatever I wanted, so I just had fun with it. So I wrapped it in white fluffy frosting, and then I'm going to add some ganache on top. I definitely added way too much, and this is a great picture of how my day was today, if you were wondering. It honestly just made a very big mess. But it's for friends, and they're gonna love it anyway. Then I did 6 white rosettes on top, and then I'm gonna add 6 pieces of cookie dough. Then it's time to write Happy Birthday Chris in his favorite color, which is green. Let's all congratulate them, they just found out they're also expecting a baby. Our vegan friends, our lactose intolerant friends, our dairy allergy friends, this one's for you. This is lemon sorbet. First we measure out our lemon base, and then we put in our sorbet mix. Hit the button on the machine, and then it's gonna make it just like ice cream. Once it's been extracted, it's time for the blast. All of our locations are required to have a yogurt, a sorbet, and then our ice cream flavors. This way we have an option for everyone. That includes everyone.